get a lot of DMs asking me, how do I become a florist with no experience? People are saying they're having trouble landing jobs at flower shops because they have no prior experience. They're coming into this completely brand new. So if this sounds like you, you're gonna wanna keep watching. I'm here to tell you that you can learn to become a florist from the comfort of your own home. Now, I'm lucky to say, guys, but you were born in the 21st century, which means you have access to this beautiful thing called the internet. Now, you're gonna wanna get your laptop, your smartphone, your iPad, any device that connects to the internet, and you're gonna learn how to become a florist online. There are a ton of floral schools out there that will fit your schedule, your learning style, your needs. One amazing thing about online classes is that you can take them on your own time. Let's be honest, guys, we're all busy. Now, I myself actually have an online floral program here on YouTube called the Florist Academy. Here on the Florist Academy, I post weekly floral design tutorials exclusive for my channel members only. These videos are ad-free, so you don't have to worry about getting interrupted halfway through with a silly ad. Now, what's amazing about the Florist Academy here on YouTube is that it's affordable. Some of these online floral classes can cost hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. Now, if you're interested, you want to check it out, I will leave a link in the description box below, and I'll also leave a link right up here so you can go check it out and get more information. Now, aside from me, here's a list of amazing floral programs, classes, and teachers that I think you should check out. Now, I always tell people if you're trying to learn and become a florist to try and get a job at a flower shop. I say this because it's important to learn real life experience. Working at these flower shops, you get to learn the names of the flowers, you get to learn how to work with the product, you get to learn from other people. In addition to just learning floral design, you also need to learn the business side of being a floral designer as well. If your dream is to open a flower shop in your town, you need to learn how to manage money. You do learn all of that while being a florist working at a flower shop. Now, if you're having trouble getting a job at a flower shop, it's probably because you have no prior experience. I would say for any job, really, it would be completely unacceptable to go in there and expect them to just hire you on the spot. Like, that would be like somebody just walking into a hospital and being like, hey guys, I want to be a doctor, you guys hiring? They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. You didn't go to med school for 10 years. You didn't do any of the prior experience to get to where you need to be a doctor. It's hard stopping what you're doing to teach other people. Sometimes it's too busy for me to sit there and tell you to put this rose there, put that green there. Most of the time, it's way easier to just hire someone that knows what they're doing, which is most likely why you are not getting hired. That's why I'm such a big advocate for learning online, especially nowadays. We just ended COVID, but I still find that it's hard for me to find in-person things like classes and just events like that. So if you're struggling like me, if you live in a small city where they don't really have classes, your best bet is probably just going to be to learn floral design online. Now, as you're learning and you're making your creations, it's important to take pictures of your designs and create kind of like a portfolio of your work. You can do this a number of ways. You can do this by just simply taking a bunch of photos and putting them together in a PDF format. Or you could do what I did. I actually created an Instagram specifically for my flower arrangements called Flowers by Alexis. A ton of you guys already follow me on Instagram, but if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I created that Instagram account in 2018. That's when I started really taking my floral design seriously. I started taking pictures and really just trying to capture all my work. I wanted to get a lot of work that I had done over time, so that way when I went off to these big companies, I would have a nice portfolio of the things that I'd done over the years. Now, I do have a video on how to take pictures of your flower arrangements, but that was a while ago. Let me know if you guys want an updated video on that. I recommend taking at least 6 months to a year of just straight learning, straight design before you try and go apply and get a job at a flower shop. How do you land a job at a flower shop? So you've got all the experience, you've done all the classes, how do I actually get a job at a florist? Tell me what to do. I got you. I do have a video on this topic already, and I will link it up top here. But here's a quick recap. When you're looking for a flower shop to apply at, just try to find one that isn't super busy. So for me, for a beginner, I would recommend you starting out at like a mom and pop place. I would start at like your local small town flower shop just to get your feet wet in the industry. You want to choose these lower volume stores because it will give you time and a chance to really harness your craft. You will get experience being able to actually like work at a store and it not being super busy, because if it's like super busy all the time, you're not really gonna have a chance to really practice and like take time, understand what you're doing. So that's why I recommend to maybe go to like a smaller town flower shop. I worked at a wedding and events company where we were doing anywhere from like 5 to like 10 weddings a weekend. And that was very overwhelming. I was very new in my floral design career when I started that job, and it really deterred me from wanting to do any other type of work because I was very stressed out all the time. So once you've settled on a shop, you're gonna wanna come to these places with a resume and a portfolio. Now, I recommend you doing this with just about like any place that you go to, like any job that you decide to do in life. Always come with a resume, always come with a portfolio. You want to have ways for your employer to like contact you after the interview. You want to have pictures of your work that aren't just like on your phone. I find that it's kind of like really like just not professional when people are just like giving me their phone and being like, look at what I did. Like, that's cool, but if you have like even a printout of some of the work you've done or like a digital thing that I could look at, like that would be super cool. So definitely come with a portfolio, come with a resume. Even though you haven't worked at a flower shop before, definitely just put things on your resume that are within like the florist field. If you took any art classes like in college or high school and you like pursued that in any way, shape or form, you know, put that on a resume. If you've ever worked in retail, like selling things to people, that's another good thing to put on a resume. Something big that I want to mention is that you don't want to come and try to apply for your flower shop job like in the middle of the summer, because I find that in the summer that tends to be like the slow seasons for a lot of these mom and pop stores. If they have weddings, they could be a little bit busy, but I find that like the busy season for flower shops is during the holidays. That's the time where you get a lot of orders because people are together, you know, they want to send like a centerpiece for Thanksgiving or like a dozen roses for Valentine's Day. So anywhere from like October to March, I would say is like the hot time to get a flower shop job. This is the time where people are looking for extra hands for help. So I actually want to go back a little bit and talk more about luxury floral design, because I find that that is the direction that a lot of like floral designers tend to take. A lot of these people want to be like wedding florists. When you are going to apply for these like wedding florist jobs and like you're working for a company, they do usually require you to have like 2 to 3 years of prior floral design experience. And these places 100% are looking for a portfolio. So don't come up into those places with no floral experience, no portfolio, because they will turn you down and you will be sad. So before you even try to apply those places, just definitely go to those mom and pop stores, get those couple of years of experience, learn how to work with flowers, learn what types of flowers go well together, learn what flowers die first and die fast, because you don't want to use those. You know, you want to use things that are going to look beautiful all day long. I do have a video comparing these two floral design careers, retail versus wedding florist. I also have an entire video stating some of the floral design career options that you can take. Because some people, like, you don't want to be a flower shop owner, you don't want to own a storefront. Some people don't want to be a wedding florist, and that's perfectly fine, guys. There are career options for you out there. So definitely recommend to take a look at that video right here. That's going to cover everything. If you're struggling to find a flower school, I do recommend to just find like a digital mentor, like someone whose videos that you feel inspired by, someone who you feel like relates to you, someone who has like a similar design style as you. Take their classes, watch their videos, absorb as much knowledge as you can, guys. Another option that you can take, if you're not like a video person, you can also consider maybe getting some books. There are a lot of really great flower books out there that will teach you floral design. I myself actually have a flower identification book. So if you're looking to identify like what flowers are what, this book will teach you how to do that. I list like how to pronounce the flower, the durability of the flower, fragrancy of the flower, like is it super fragrant, is it not fragrant. I also list some of the flowers that pair well with that main flower. So definitely take a look at my book there, it'll really help you out. But I hope after this video that you go to the grocery store, get some flowers, watch some tutorials, and teach yourself. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Doing this will help boost this video to help others who are maybe struggling with similar questions like you. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.